Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we bring you the latest on COVID-19 here in the Commonwealth, where we now have more than 400 confirmed cases. And another Sunday has come and gone since the start of restrictions on in-person services. We talked with church leaders about how they're dealing with the change. And here in Perry County, Hazard, ARH, and other community members came together to honor those who are fighting the coronavirus.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Katie Cook. It is Monday, March 30th, and your time is about 1 minute after 5 o'clock. Let's go ahead and check in with Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. Brandon, we had an absolutely gorgeous day yesterday. So what is it looking like for today? Can we see another gorgeous one in store for us?
We're going to carry the sunshine over, Katie, as we head into this Monday, but the temperatures will be a touch cooler. We were in the 70s and 80s over the weekend, maybe the 60s today. Let's take a look and see what's going on this morning outside the UVA-Wise campus there in Southwest Virginia. And you can see all quiet this morning, no major issues. Temperatures starting to drop now, especially out toward I-75. 48 Somerset, 49 in London, 41, one of the cooler spots out toward Monticello, but still a lot of 50s across a big chunk of the region there this morning. Winds are out of the west, so that could create a little bit of wind chill, especially areas where you're seeing 5, 7, 13 mile an hour wind speeds there. So of course it's a normal day on the coffee meter, a little extra just because it's Monday. Your out the door forecast, I think we'll see minimal cloud cover for most of the day, a few more clouds later, and temperatures topping out right around 66. I'll have the rest of that forecast coming up here in just a little bit. Katie?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Governor Beshear addressed the Commonwealth again to provide an update on the coronavirus and Kentucky. The governor called last night's update a fairly good one. Beshear revealed 45 new cases, bringing the total number of cases in Kentucky up to 439. None of the cases were here in eastern Kentucky. He also said there were no new deaths from the virus. Beshear also applauded Appalachian Regional Healthcare for providing benefits for workers that were laid off. Twice last week, Governor Beshear has announced cases of coronavirus in eastern Kentucky that ended up being negative. In last night's news conference, Beshear explained why this sometimes happens. It could be because of an address change or getting tested in a county where a person does not actually live.
We've got our epidemiologists and others that are working around the clock, and as you all know, we're now a couple weeks into this. They make mistakes just like the rest of us do. That Floyd County one we read yesterday was a mistake, and I'll own that.
Governor Beshear went on to apologize for the wrong information on that Floyd County case. Well, Cumberland Gap National Historical Park will temporarily close. This goes into effect at noon today. In a statement, officials say the park is closed to all visitors to help support the statewide effort to contain and eliminate COVID-19. Law enforcement rangers will be patrolling the park during the closure. Well, folks across the country and here in Kentucky are getting used to our new normal while we work to flatten the curve of COVID-19. Yesterday, hundreds of churches in our state canceled services or held digital worship. Olivia Russell caught up with one pastor who says his congregation is adjusting.
Worship, songs, and scripture. Whether it's online or in person, the message is still the same, even if the experience isn't.
You know, you also just miss the social interaction that you get that we're having to all deal with during this pandemic.
Pastor Brian Carter from Crossroads Lexington says online worship is something they've been doing for years. Now, with the COVID-19 pandemic, it's their only option.
If you were to go online, you would see what would be very typical to the same service that we do every weekend. We would have worship and teaching.
But the church has made one change to make the experience more personal and to reach even more people.
And we're using Facebook to do a comment section so I can interact with our community as the service is going on.
And those comments show the hope this community has, something everyone needs during this difficult time.
It never says in the Bible that things are going to be easy. In fact, I think it's very natural for things to be uneasy and to be difficult.
Carter says faith not only brings people together, it enriches the entire community and makes us stronger.
It doesn't really matter what denomination we are, what size we are, we're all in this together.
We're all in this together, even if it's online. In Lexington, Olivia Russell, WKYT.
Pastor Carter says Crossroads and other churches are using Facebook to share information about community projects like food drives. Well, one local business is making sure their community is fed. Eagles Landing in Leslie County partnered with Big Creek Missions to serve free lunch to kids in need this past weekend. Each child gets their choice of a hamburger, cheeseburger, chicken nuggets, or a hot dog. Eagles Landing owner Mary Clark says she is more than happy to give back to the community.
We just want to make sure that there's no little kids in the county that are not getting a hot meal. Just our way to give back. We appreciate everybody that has supported us since we opened, and we just want to give a little bit back.
They served more than 160 meals on Saturday. To support Eagles Landing and Big Creek Missions, you can find that information on our website, WYMT.com. Hazard ARH and other community members came together on Sunday night to honor those who are fighting the coronavirus. People sat in their cars and turned on their headlights and flashers to show support to doctors, nurses, and patients who are dealing with COVID-19, before ending the night with a short sermon and prayer for those who are in the front lines fighting the virus.
Having community support is always important to our hospital. We service a large area, and for the community to come out and support them, that makes them feel confident that we'll be able to take care of anything that comes through our front doors.
A group of local pastors helped put together the event. As of Sunday, there are 439 confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Kentucky. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Just ahead, we have an update on the devastation left behind by a massive tornado ripping through Jonesboro, Arkansas this past weekend.
And the sunshine followed us into the new week, but some changes are coming for us here at home. I'll have the latest forecast in about 3 minutes.